Hello Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So Cancer, today we're going to go over your energy as well as your person's energy. Just keep in mind that the roles can be reversed. So with all that being said, Cancer, let's get started. How does Cancer currently view this relationship? All right, Cancer, in regards to how you're currently viewing this relationship. So we do have the Justice card, we do have the Six of Wands, and then we also have the King of Swords. For some of you, you could be connecting with an Aquarius, possibly a Leo, maybe even a Libra. It doesn't necessarily have to be the case. But in regards to how you're currently viewing this relationship, when it comes down to this King of Swords that you currently find yourself connecting with, I am definitely getting like an energy of you being very determined to like change this person's mind. About what, I don't know, but I am definitely getting that you're very determined to change their mind about something. With the Justice card to the Six of Wands coming out here, that's kind of telling me that you're trying to pursue a serious relationship with this person. So there's a possibility that maybe this person may not be ready for a serious relationship and you're very determined to change their mind about that. Or maybe you're very determined to change their mind about something else, but let's look into this person and see how they're currently viewing this relationship with you, and then we'll jump back over to you and see what's going on. How does this person currently view this relationship? Okay. With Cancer, so we do have the Five of Wands, we do have the Two of Cups, and then we also have the Seven of Pentacles. That Five of Wands energy feels like a boatload of pressure. Which I do want to look a little bit more into that Five of Wands energy, because I typically don't look at the Five of Wands as like an energy of like somebody feeling pressured, but I am definitely getting that strongly off of this Five of Wands energy. But with the Seven of Pentacles to the Two of Cups coming out here, which I'm not surprised that the Seven of Pentacles came out for this connection. It kind of looks like the two of you have been spending a lot of time with one another. Kind of looks like the two of you have been taking this time to like really get to know one another and, you know, build a relationship with one another. And so far, okay, so far, this person definitely does view you as somebody that they can see themselves entering a committed relationship with. But like I said, I do want to look at the Five of Wands because I keep getting like this energy of them feeling pressured. So let's look at the Five of Wands. Tell me more about the Five of Wands. All right, so we do have the Nine of Swords. We do have the Seven of Wands. And then we also have the Queen of Swords. There's an energy of them feeling extremely pressured by you. I'm getting that. It is a true pair situation, by the way, between you and this person. We do have the King and the Queen of Swords, making you guys soulmates, making you guys very compatible to one another. You know, I feel like enough time has essentially passed, you know, to the point where you feel like you're finally ready to take things a step further here with this person that you currently find yourself connecting with. And I think that that's something that this person clearly does know, hence why they kind of feel a little bit of pressure coming from you. Now, one thing that I will say when it comes down to the King of Swords is that the King of Swords is somebody who typically likes to take their time to like really get to know the person, you know, that they're currently, you know, connecting with. They like to really take things extremely slowly and just simply take their time because they want to be 100% certain of that person that they currently find themselves connecting with. The problem with the King of Swords is this, though. They typically wait until they feel 100% certain of that person that they're currently, you know, connecting with before, you know, they decide to take things a step further. And the problem with the King of Swords is that they eventually reach this point of never truly feeling 100%, you know, certain of that person that they're currently connecting with, primarily because they find themselves entertaining the, but what if this happens? And what if that happens? And what if I'm wrong? And what if this? And what if that? They never, like I said, end up reaching this point of feeling 100% certain. At the end of the day, they're going to have to either take that leap of faith and see where life could possibly take the both of you, or they're going to run in the opposite direction and essentially play it safe. But that's basically what's going on with this person that you currently find yourself connecting with. It's like this person's waiting until they feel 100% certain of you, but you can never be 100% certain of anyone. When it comes down to love, you do have to take that leap of faith. You do have to take that chance. And I think that that's something that truly does bother this person that you currently find yourself, you know, connecting with, unfortunately. But we'll see how this all plays out. We'll see how this all plays out. because this person knows that you're ready to take things a step further, and there's a big part of them that's ready to take things a step further with you, but there's still that level of uncertainty that causes them to, you know, continue to essentially remain on the fence about this connection. How does Cancer currently feel? Okay. How does Cancer currently feel? So we do, nice, we do have the Emperor, and then we have the Strength card. The person that's in the Strength card is the Empress. So another true pair situation here between you and this person. Yeah, you're extremely ready to get this ball rolling here between you and this person. I also feel like you're trying your hardest to like utilize a lot of patience with them. I am definitely getting that. I do feel like you're trying your hardest to be extremely understanding as to why this person wants to take things slowly with you and why this person needs time. But it looks like you've given this person plenty of time, you see. And because you have essentially given this person plenty of time, you know, your whole MO is, well, I mean, you would think that this person would know by now, you know, if they want to be with me or not, if they want to pursue a relationship with me or not. I just kind of feel like you don't fully understand what the holdup is on their behalf, which is basically what I already said. The King of Swords is basically known for that. When they get into, well, not when they get into a relationship, but before they get into a relationship with someone, they like to like really take things extremely slowly and really get to know that person. And they like to typically wait until they feel 100% certain of that person. But the problem is that they never do. I've been doing tarot for so many freaking years. They always wait until they feel 100% certain of that person that they're connecting with before they turn around and make a major life decision with that person. But they never ever truly feel 100% certain of that person, and in the end they're always forced to either take that chance / leap of faith, which is something that the King of Swords does not like to do, or they play it safe and they run in the opposite direction. Those are the only two choices that they are constantly left with at the end of the day as they're on this journey towards trying to figure out, like, okay, is it safe for me to love this person? You know, should I take a chance or should I not take a chance? So that's basically why this person is on the fence about taking things a step further. It's not because they don't see a future with you. It's not because they're not interested. It's not because they're not invested. It's because of those reasons that I just basically mentioned. How does this person currently feel? Okay. So it looks like this person is definitely being divinely guided to take that chance / leap of faith on you. I do feel like this person's also, I do feel like this person's also receiving a lot of signs from the universe, especially with Temperance coming out here. That basically speaks of, you know, divine guidance. So yeah, I do believe that they're being divinely guided to take that chance on you and that leap of faith on you and this dynamic that the two of you share with one another. But even though they're receiving signs, you know, from the universe, even though they're being divinely guided to take that leap of faith and take that chance because they won't essentially regret it with the 9 of Cups, they're still like, I don't know if I could do this. You know what I mean? I don't know if I could do this. Okay. We'll see how this all plays out, though, in the end. Let's see what actions you plan on taking in this person's direction and are moving forward. What actions will Cancer take towards this person are moving forward? So we do have the Page of Swords. We do have the 9 of Swords. And then we also have the Queen of Swords. The bottom of the deck, we do have the Ace of Swords. Okay. Well, you know, it makes sense. You know, your biggest worry and concern is that if you continue to keep giving this person time, if you continue to keep, you know, investing even more time and energy towards this, you know, there's a possibility, right, that in the end they could choose to essentially play it safe and run in the opposite direction of you. And I think that that has you very worried and concerned, because the last thing you want to do is continue to invest more time and energy towards this, and then in the end they decide, oh, I don't want to do this, I'm too scared, and I can't do this, you know, like that's the last thing that you essentially want to deal with. Now, with the Ace of Swords coming out here, I do believe that you're going to eventually hit this person with an ultimatum. We're either going to do this or we're not going to do this. We're either going to pursue a life with one another or we're not. But as far as you continuing to invest more time and energy towards this, I feel like you're kind of reaching this point of feeling like you kind of have to give this one over here. You know what I mean? An ultimatum. And whatever it is that they decide to do will determine what you decide to do in the end. What actions will this person take towards Cancer or moving forward. Okay. I do feel like hitting this person with an ultimatum is what's going to kind of get this person to think long and hard about what it is that they essentially want to do. Like, do they want to go off and take that chance, you know, on you in this dynamic that they share with you and take that leap of faith? Or do they not? Or do they just want to turn around and self-sabotage this and run in the complete opposite direction? The choice is entirely up to them. I am definitely getting that they're more than likely going to pursue this connection that they share with you. And here's why I feel like that's more than likely going to essentially happen. So we have the King and the Queen of Swords that came out for the both of you. And then we also had the Emperor to the Empress come out for the both of you. So that's kind of telling me that you guys are basically perfect for one another. You guys are also very, very compatible to one another. Given the fact that you two are both individuals that have enough life experience, that's kind of telling me that you guys basically know what you guys share with one another is very beautiful, and it's also very rare, and it's very unique. This is not the type of connection that you could find waiting around the fucking corner for the both of you. And that's something that this person definitely doesn't know. So with that being said, the likelihood of them taking that chance on you and pursuing a relationship with you is more likely to essentially happen than not happen. Obviously, this person knows that they have the option to run in the opposite direction and self-sabotage this whole entire thing. If they honestly want to, but walking away from you in this dynamic that they share with you, you know, in their eyes, they essentially feel would be a huge freaking mistake, because they don't necessarily feel like they're ever going to find someone like you within somebody else ever again. So I wouldn't be too worried. I wouldn't be too worried if I were you, Cancer. I do believe that this person will eventually come around and decide to pursue and establish a life with you. So you will definitely get the outcome that you want out of this entire situation. All right. So that is what I have for you. Hopefully the reading helped. Hopefully it resonated. And I will see you guys in your next reading. Bye.